Tour Junkies.
What's going on, golf addicts? It's Tour Junkies, and it's the 2022 Waste Management Phoenix Open Week. I'm your host, B. I got Pat Perry with me. It's going to be an awesome night tonight. We have a huge announcement that we're about to drop in just a few seconds, so don't go anywhere. But first, we're brought to you by our friends at Fantasy National Golf Club, the place to go for stats, for course history, for recent form, for PGA Tour, for Korn Ferry Tour. If you need ownership projections, if you need a lineup optimizer, if you want to bet head-to-head matchups, whatever it is, fantasynational.com is where you need to go to get it. And if you go to fantasynational.com/TJ, tell them the Tour Junkies sent you. You get 20% off any level of membership there. If you've not already done that and you've been listening to us for any amount of time, then I don't know what you're doing. But we've been using these guys for like 4 years. So it's the trusted source. It's just the best. So go to fantasynational.com/TJ and get it done. 20% off. Give it a try. Try it for a week. If you like it, bump up to a month, bump up to a year. You can do that and still keep the 20% off. It's a great site. Love Fantasy National and appreciate them supporting the Tour Junkies podcast. Pat, how you doing, buddy? You good? You ready? You excited for tonight?
I'm very excited for tonight. I'm excited for this week. We got a fantastic field here for the Waste Management Open. This is just a great week with Super Bowl and everything else. So I'm looking forward to it. And then a lot of depression probably hits because we lose football.
I'm not sad about it. I'm ready for it to be over.
I don't know. I mean the fall and into the first part of the year is I love it. Now, then once we get to March and I start feeling like, okay, we got spring coming, Masters is coming, but there's a little bit of a lull here after the Waste Management. And I get excited. There's some good events. Don't get me wrong, but
okay. What's the podcast juice? Are you still sipping on some beer?
Just sipping on some beer, a little local.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna
brew.
get on Planet. I'm on Planet. I'm arriving. I've launched. I've left Cape Canaveral, headed towards Planet Tito's right now. I plan to be there by the end of the show or TJ After Dark.
Yeah, I don't know. I just last year I said I wasn't gonna drink that heavily on the show.
This is this year.
I know. So I've kind of kept it going into the show this year. Maybe when I get into the spring, into March, I want to get into the Tito's, or who knows? Maybe I should have been doing it these last few weeks for these 3 and 18 different golf course tournaments. Finally, we get one tournament again this week, or one tournament, one golf course.
Man, are you
Maybe
sure
I am on Planet Tito's. Maybe I am. This beer is laced with Tito's, apparently.
I mean, having a podcast is easier than it's ever been. So now you got all kind of like losers shouting drunk on shows all over the place about golf picks. And you're not the only one anymore. You were the only one. Now it's more competitive. You got to step your game up.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple of quick announcements first before we get into the real show here. We got DP World Tour action this week. We got Korn Ferry Tour action this week. Garrett Simmons, Mark Hill hosting both of those shows. Check them out on the YouTube channel right here on Tour Junkies. Or if you're listening on audio, wherever you listen to podcasts, search DP World Tour Junkies or Korn Ferry Tour Junkies on a separate feed. You're not going to find it on our current feed. Those guys are great. They're doing great work. Those shows drop Tuesday, probably afternoon, evening on Tuesday. So look up for that. And then I think that's it. Let's get into this, Pat. I'm excited. I can't wait any longer. If you're watching live on YouTube right now, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. There's more of you watching than thumbs up right now, and I don't appreciate that. That's not cool. Hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and comment how excited you are. How excited are you? Scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you for what we're about to announce right now? Because it's going to be great. I'm pumped about it.
I'm very excited. 10.
Comment after the show. Pat, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
No, I'd rather you do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't ever want to steal your thunder. I know you're sensitive about your thunder.
No, but I mean, I have some things I can talk about here in this announcement. So
okay. For the first time in years, we are bringing back the Road to Augusta. Yes, sir. The Road to Augusta is coming back and presented to you by our friends at PrizePicks. New sponsor of the show. PrizePicks is killing it right now. They're killing the game. They're killing the game
They
in
are.
daily, prop stuff, prop fantasy. It's amazing. I love PrizePicks. The user interface is great, but listen, here's the deal. The Road to Augusta is a contest that me and Pat ran back in the day. We've been doing this for a minute, okay? We're long in the tooth. And years
Yeah,
ago,
we
we
are.
did it with a company that's been bought out. They're gone. They're poof. They're poof. They're gone. But we did it for 2 years. We did it for 2 years. And it was a great run, great contest, But this year it's actually even better than that. But we loved it so much and the listeners loved it so much. We went to PrizePicks. We're like, guys, you got to get on board with this. PrizePicks based out of Atlanta, Georgia, right down the street from us. It just made a lot of sense. We love what they're doing. We love their content. We love their contests. We love everything that they're doing. They're investing and doubling down in the PGA. So if you're into PGA Tour, I mean, this is the place to be. But they got all the sports, right? But their golf product is new and improved, launched today. And the Road to Augusta is a wonderful place, a wonderful contest for us to have. It's the hottest contest in the streets right now. If you're wondering to yourself, what's the Road to Augusta? Well, here's what it is. Starting today, February 7th, running through March 14th, you can enter to win a trip for yourself and a guest. That never happened before. It was never a guest.
Wait, a guest? Did we agree to that?
Yes, we did.
That's
We
great.
did. So a winner and a guest, airfare paid to Augusta, Georgia. You will fly into Augusta on Sunday night. You will spend the night, hotel paid for, and you'll spend the night. You'll wake up on Monday. You'll take it easy on Monday. You probably need to rest up.
Mm-hmm.
But on Monday afternoon around 1 o'clock, we're going to tee off, me, Pat, winner, and guest at lovely Champions Retreat. We're going to play Island and Bluff, the 2 nines at Champions Retreat that are the host sites for the Augusta National Women's Amateur event that will happen the week prior. The course is going to be mint. Some say, well, I'm not going to say that. Course is going to be mint. Okay. I almost lost our PrizePicks sponsorship right there. Course is going to be mint by that time. We're going to play. Then we're going to take it easy. We're going to freshen up, as they say. We're going to have dinner at Champions Retreat. It's going to be a lovely evening. You might get to see Planet Tito's Patrick live in the flesh.
There's a good chance of that.
Then you're going to go back to your hotel and you're going to wake up the next day and you're going to go, you and your guest, me and Pat, and we're going to go to the Augusta National and watch the Tuesday practice round from Augusta. Bill, 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 Bill.
Woo! That's amazing. This is. I'm so happy that we're bringing this back.
It was so much fun.
It's back and better than ever.
Already people in the chat asking, what if you've already signed up? That's okay. Here's the deal. Here's how you enter. Here's what you do. I'm going to start with the new folks first. You've never done PrizePicks, okay? You've never done PrizePicks before. If you're new and you sign up with promo code TJ, just TJ, doesn't have to be case sensitive, whatever. TJ, you get 5 entries into this contest immediately just by signing up. And you get 100% deposit match up to $100. The link, if you're brand new, is in the description of this podcast, both on YouTube and on audio. If you can't find it, if you're not sure, you can DM us, but it's literally in the description. So click that link if you're new. If you've already signed up for PrizePicks, there is also a link in this podcast, and it will take you to a Google form, and you'll put in your email address. You'll tell them, whatever, and you will be entered into the contest. You will get 1 entry for every PGA only contest you play from now and March 14th. Also, the new person that signs up, you get the 5 entries at when you sign up, but you get a entry every time you play a PGA contest between now and March 14th. Okay. So everybody gets an entry between now and March 14th per PGA real money contest that you enter in. And the new people get 5 extras. Okay. We're going to draw a winner randomly on March 14th. Winner is going to be drawn at random. So the more entries you have in there, better chance you have of getting in there. Let me see link in the descriptions. Link in the description, YouTube, link in the description of the podcast or on our website, tourjunkies.com. Check that out. Make sure if you do sign up, you put in the promo code TJ. What else do I need to tell you? Airfare, hotel, golf at Champions, Tuesday at Augusta. You still get the 100% deposit match up to $100 if you're new. Oh, man, it's so great. I'm so excited about this.
This
Uh,
is
Pri
amazing.
PrizePicks is available in about 30 states, I believe, roughly, right there. And it's the best legal way to play player props. If you're in California, Florida, Texas, all free there, or all available there. Daily fantasy made easy. You can pick 2 to 5 players at an over or under their projections. You can win up to 10x on any entry. It's only you and the projected numbers. You're not worried about ownership. You're not worried about, you know, you're not worried about any of that stuff. Other people. It's you versus the numbers, and it allows mixed sports entries as well. They've got a great app. It's fantastic. They offer safe and free withdrawals. I'm super pumped about this contest. We had 2 epic years when we ran this contest before, Pat. Epic. The road to Augusta is back. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Cannot wait. And look, Augusta's going to be just amazing this year. I mean, let's just look. Really, it's been 2 years since anybody's gotten
Yeah.
to really see Augusta National.
Yeah.
Okay, like most people that are ticket holders didn't really get to see it last year when it was back in the spring, and then of course in the fall when they had it in the fall in 2020. Only like members were and guests were able to go on there. So like it's going to be hopping this year in Augusta.
Yeah.
So and Tuesday's a great day to go. It's a great day to go.
It's my favorite day
Um,
to go. It's
yeah.
literally my favorite day.
So I'm and then champions. My goodness, we're throwing in champions on you.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
and Monday night after we're done with dinner, we just slide out to the range, the
yeah,
range at Champions Retreat. They light it up. They bring a DJ out there. They're playing bangers. There's a bar out there. It's all open bar, and the range is open. You hit balls. Last year
mm,
we banged balls with Ted Scott. He was working on his speed training at the time. It was nuts. There's been all kind of people
yeah.
out there. It's a blast. It's just going to be awesome. And listen, this is for TJ listeners. Like, this contest is going nowhere outside of TJ, right? And I mean, we're doing all right, but we're not the biggest show in town. This isn't Pat McAfee. Like, you got a good chance of doing this. Like, get in it, play some entries, and let's go.
Boom.
Boom. God, I can't wait. Um, and really shout out to PrizePicks for doing that. We
Yeah.
appreciate PrizePicks and partnering with those guys. They really are fantastic, and the product is tremendous. If you didn't catch it on the betting podcast every week starting now, for the remainder of the PGA Tour season, we're gonna have a PrizePicks betting section on that show. Where we pick our favorite props and kind of talk through some early prop numbers that we like on Monday night. And then on Tuesday nights, Pat, what's happening on Tuesday nights starting this week?
Well, the Tuesday nights, the fantasy golf sommelier is coming back, but a little bit
Yes.
different. We're not going to be talking just your traditional DFS picks. No, we're going to be talking prize picks and their contests and what we can do there. What the sommelier likes as
Mm,
far as the golf offering for that week. And I'm very excited about it. And we'll be talking wine, of course, as always, on the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. So that starts this week. Um, Very excited to get
love it.
that going again.
Love it. All right. That's enough of that. I'm excited. Links in the description. Check it out. Existing users, new users, separate links in the descriptions. Hit it. Can't wait to talk about this in the Nut Hut too. We're gonna open up a Prize Picks channel in the Nut Hut. You got questions? You want to talk that out? Let's do it. It's gonna be great. Super excited about the road to Augusta. Can't wait for Masters Week, guys. It's gonna be great. All right, Pat. Let's get into this. So we talked about the course breakdown ad nauseum on the betting show. Anything really to add to it from a DFS perspective, or what are the key stats for you as well?
Well, for me this week, the key stats are going to be, I think, form, obviously, course history. I think course history this week shows up a little bit more than it typically does.
Agree.
Ball striking, and I do like the Bombers this week. I think the Bombers have a definite advantage on this course. So I think outside of Webb, who won in 2020. You had guys like Brooks Koepka. Fowler hits it pretty far. Woodland obviously hits it far. Hideki won here 2 years in a row in 2016 and 2017, but he's also a fantastic ball striker. So this is just a course you got to get after. The par fives, you got to score there, and you got to putt extremely well on these greens. They're going to run very quick, but they're pretty easy to hit. And don't forget, DB, that they've added 15 Sawagawa cacti on here.
Oh yeah, the native area about to get real.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think maybe it's saguaro. I can't remember. Sam told me how I was supposed
If
to
you know
say
how to
it.
pronounce it, put it in the comments on YouTube.
Saguaro. Hey, Saguaro cacti,
Saguaro.
large ones this week.
Saguaro. Also by the way, in the chat, go ahead and type this in. Well, if you're watching live, wait till it's over. But in the YouTube comments, who you bring into Augusta if you win, go ahead and put their name in there. Put it out into the ether. You know what I mean? Tag your friends, whatever. Say, hey, bro, I'm bringing you, or sis, I'm bringing you. You know, whatever. However it works out. If it's two women, we might have an issue. But anyway,
If you were going to Augusta for the first time, you'd never been there before. You
Augusta
didn't
for
live
the
there.
first time.
Would you take me?
Uh,
Dang, I'm glad. I mean, you
you'd be in,
didn't.
you'd be in the
You had to think about would I even be in the running?
you'd be in
Like,
the
would you
top
take?
two. You'd be in the top 2.5.
Okay.
You'd be in the top 2.5.
I feel like this is a moment where
It
now I see where
depends.
we are. Now I see where we are
Dude,
right now.
2.5 is good. That's really good. If the prize picks would put a prop right there, 2.5 over under. Pat, where's he falling? I would probably
Okay.
say under. I'd probably say under.
If I had never been before, I'd have to say like
You'd
my
never been.
dad would be number one, so I'd have to throw that on there. So then
Yeah, I
like
wonder if
two,
we'll
so
go.
that makes two actually or 2.5 not that bad because if I'm already going to automatically say dad number one.
What if we get a dad? You know, what if somebody decides to bring old pops?
Uh, old pops is going
He might
to have
be in for more than he bargained for. Um,
yeah.
Hey, by the way, shout out Nut Hut Listener League winner Chris ML, 573 points last week. Locked himself up an entry into the Nut Hut Listener League finals for another trip that he could win, possibly to Augusta or to Savannah. Great stuff there, Chris. Keep it rolling, man. Keep it moving. Pat, anything else? I think we're good. Let's get into it. Let's talk about dadgummit technology. Okay, there we go. Let's talk about the top of the DraftKings pricing here. You got John Rahm at 11.6, Thomas, Cantlay, Hideki, Hovland, Spieth,
Ugh,
Xander,
I just
Koepka
had
at
a
93.
disaster.
What happened? What? Are you okay?
Have you ever tried to open a can of beer and this happens?
That's terrible.
Where you can't even
What
like
kind
you
of
try
ratchet beer? What are we drinking here?
this is all right. You go ahead right now so I can try to fix this situation.
Okay, Scotty Scheffler, Bubba Watson rounded out. Let's see. In this 9K and above range, you got Xander and Bubba coming over from Saudi. Let's see. Xander finished T18. Bubba lost, finished runner up, played well, lost to Harold Varner the third, which I'm pretty happy about. But that's who came over from Saudi in this range. You know, there's a lot of good players here. You know, we talked about this on the betting show. A lot of times the winner here is cream of the crop. There's not a lot of bombs that get it done here at TPC Scottsdale. It's a strong field, firm and fast greens. You got to hit a lot of greens in reg. You got to, man, Pat just disappears. He walking off the show. There he goes. Here we go. Prize pick announcement and out, Pat. So, I think he definitely got to have some exposure to some guys up here for sure. I think it's one of those weeks where, ownership, there's only a couple guys in here I'd avoid. I'm fading Brooks Koepka. The guy sucks right now. He literally sucks. His last top 10 was in July. His irons are trash. His putter is cold. And I know he came into this event last year a little cold and he won. Pat hit him at like 30-1. But I'm out. I'm out, dog. I'm not playing Brooks Koepka among all these guys. I'm not playing Daniel Berger at 9,200 with the injury stuff. We talked about that on the betting show. Will any member of the media possibly ask Daniel Berger about anything relevant, like maybe your injury? I don't
Probably
know.
not.
But I'm not playing Koepka. I'm not playing Berger. Other than that, it's a lot of studs here that grab some ownership leverage because any of these guys could pop up and make it happen. Who did pop up and make it happen? And that's not a sexual innuendo. Is Tom Hoagie did it just last week, and he did it with a brand new Ventus TR shaft. He popped up with his shaft. Ventus TR shaft. It's first in usage, shaft usage on the PGA Tour right now. Hoagie had the Ventus at Pebble. So did Spieth. So did Bo Hostler. That's your top three finishers right there. Spieth also had it in the 3-wood for the first time all year. Played well with that. The Fujikura driver is the number one driver shaft on tour. It's just not even close. No other brands even come close. TR is the new mid-launch low spin profile, new material added for additional stability to help fix your torts if you struggle like me with torts. And I have a Fujikura Ventus shaft in my driver, and it's helping. It's an addition to the Ventus line, the TR is, and the TR is available for $350 MSRP. You can buy it online. Or if you go to get custom fit, make sure you check and ask, do you sell Fujikura Ventus shafts? And if they say no, you hang up the phone and you call somebody else. And if you say, DB, I don't want to get fitted for a shaft, then I say you're stupid. I don't care if you're a 20 handicap. You should never buy a club straight off the rack. You're just gonna be frustrated. So get fit and make sure they sell Fujikura Ventus shafts. And we shout out to Fujikura for repping the podcast. So I told you my fades here. I'm fading Koepka. I'm fading Berger for sure. I don't know, man. I mean, it's one of those ownership weeks. Like whoever is low owned, I'm going to play. I do tend to gravitate towards Hideki and Hovland, which I think Hovland's going to be pretty chalky. Just came off the win a couple weeks ago overseas, got a week break. Here he comes to a ball striking paradise and a place where people love people, and Hovland's a people guy. 10-2, I think you play him, but he's probably going to be chalk. Hideki, I don't know. Like, I am very high on Hideki here. I said it on the betting show. He's won here twice, or at least twice, right? Is he won here 3 times? No, maybe twice. And he's just played great since the Masters. He's been baller. So I love Hideki at 10-4, and I might play Rahm at 11-6. Those are kind of the three of my favorites. I think I like those guys. I like the names in the 7K, the low 7K range. I like some 8K guys as well. So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm starting to orbit Planet Tito's. I will
Well,
notify everyone of that.
Good. I'm glad. It's good to hear.
Yes.
I
Feel
love
it in my
genre.
cheeks. You ever feel it in your cheeks?
I don't get that way.
Like
I
I
don't.
get a feeling in my cheekbones when it starts to
Yeah.
hit, when the liquor starts to hit. I
I
just
feel
feel
it in my
tingling.
brain.
Like I got little liquor elves in there tickling my cheekbones and saying, "Hey, we're in here. We're ready to
Yeah.
party."
Yeah. I feel it in the brain.
Mm, good deal.
Hits the brain first. Uh, John Rahm, I'm gonna play him a lot this week.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I'm
This stuff.
hoping that maybe because it's such a strong field that some of the ownership gets spread out a little bit up here at the top, but I still think he's gonna be certainly chalky. But I'll still plant a fat flag on John Rahm and find a little bit of leverage somewhere else. It's just so hard to even think that there's not like come Sunday he's not wouldn't even have a chance to win here. So I love John Rahm there at 11-6. I'll play him. I like Xander at 9,700. I know we're going to talk. We talked about this on the betting show. There's the whole travel issue. I'm not a big believer in all of that kind of stuff. I still think this is a good fit for him. He's a good putter in
You don't believe in
general.
travel?
Now, I believe in travel, but I don't
Yeah.
believe in a travel narrative like it's
Okay.
gonna like cause him to play extremely bad or something like that.
Okay.
I do like Xander this week at 9,700, and then Scotty Scheffler at 9,100. I love this week. I mean,
Of course you do. You love Scotty Scheffler.
I am always gonna
What are you
probably
gonna do
be
if you
on
meet Scotty Scheffler? What's the first thing you're gonna say? Right now, I'm Scotty Scheffler. Hey, man, I'm Scotty.
hook 'em. Even though I'm not a
What?
Texas fan,
That's
I'd
the
probably just say
last
hook 'em because I know he's a Texas guy. Like,
Who cares?
what else am I
Say
gonna
hook
say
'em?
to him?
He'd be like, "Oh, that's cool, man. You go to Texas?"
I'd be like, hell no, I didn't. But
"Oh,
I just
I
wanted
hate
to
you."
say hook 'em. I actually like that. Just say hook 'em. I think that's kind of cool. Just say hook 'em. Kind of
Okay.
like a go dogs sort of thing.
Yeah, but you went to Georgia.
I mean, I can't say hook 'em horns.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, I do like Scotty this week. I mean, you talk about box checking. I mean, you look at strokes gained off the tee, ball striking, strokes gained approach. He's fifth in the field in greens and regulation. Um, I love some Scotty Scheffler. And then my fade is like you, Brooks Koepka here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, moving down to
Okay,
the
we good?
8K range. I got 2 guys, Louis Oosthuizen at 88 and Russell Henley at 82. Those are my boys, ball strikers. I mean, Henley almost won just a couple weeks ago. Louis plays great here, played here great a couple times. 11th last year, 3rd a couple years back. It's Louis' first start stateside, 2022. And actually, I think it's his first start period. And but it's okay. He plays good on his first start. I like that. Justin Ray put up some tweet earlier today about how good he plays. I don't remember what it is, but it was good. It was really good. Uh, I'm not and I love Henley. Now, I also love Seamus Power, who we talked about on the betting show. He's at 8,300. I like Seamus, but I think Seamus is your chalk in this range for sure. By the way, if I was playing cash, I would definitely rock with Henley here. And I don't mind your Xander playing cash either if I want to jump back up there. Every week I get some people that message us about cash plays. So I want to make sure I try to mention at least one cash play in each range. I don't mind Xander in cash. Like, he feels like a safe miscut, but I don't know about the GPP play on there. But Henley here. And if Seamus is low owned, which is never going to happen, but if it is, I'll play him. What?
Do we not like Sam? Did you just want to go $100 off on these numbers for some reason?
Are these off?
Because Seamus is 8,400, Corey Connors is 8,300, Russell Henley is 8,200, and Tom Hoagie is 8,100, with Harris English being 8,000. Did we just decide that we're going to go like $100 off, or am I looking at it wrong?
Hey, we're giving discounts. Hey, I mean,
are we giving discounts?
Play our game, you get Henley at 82.
We're giving
full salary relief.
We're giving discounts this week on the board.
No comment from Sam so far.
So, I'm gonna go Tony Finau, who's at 8,900, I believe.
80. By the way,
I know you hate Tony Finau either. You don't care what his number is. If it's 88, 89, you don't care.
We had a bet. We had a bet, everybody. The bet wheel has been spun for the first time in 2022.
Yep, we had a bet. You took Mr. Taylor Gooch, and I have Tony Finau.
He's at a great discount right now.
Best finishing position and DraftKings.
Even better discount if you get it through Sam. Sam will sell them to you for 7,700.
Yeah, well, I still like Finau. You know what? Hopefully, I'm the only one that wants to take Finau this week, and hopefully, I'm like got low ownership and all that kind of stuff.
T28 at the Saudi event just last week.
I don't care. I do not care.
Hey, Tony. Hey, good for you, Tong Chai JD. Can somebody look up how old Tong Chai JD is?
I feel like he's like 25.
Dude, he's 52.
Okay,
52.
Whatever.
Dude,
you're such an ageist.
I am an ageist.
You bring up age all the time.
20 years older than Tony Finau.
Dude, Stuart Sink beat a lot of people younger than him twice last year.
Tony Finau didn't play in those tournaments.
Just saying. Seamus Power is the other one at 8,400 that I love. I mean, the guy's just been absolutely on fire. Every tournament, it's like top 15, top 15, top 15. He just keeps staying. And what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the chat. Sam has to eat Rocky Mountain oysters now. Marcus says, which is a reference. Almost said reference. Is a reference. Almost said, my brain said reference, but my mouth actually said reference. Which is
I
pretty good
just
for my
wondering
mouth.
why all the numbers I started looking at, I was like $100 off. Like, we're giving discounts on the Tour Junkie. Maybe DraftKings will honor our prices.
And Mark Horn says, who plays better, Finau or Sam's imaginary Finau? Still no comment from Sam here in our chat.
My fade, by the way, I think there's a lot of people that may want to fade Hoagie because he's coming off of a win and whatever else, but I'm not going to give you Hoagie as a fade. I'm going to give you Corey Connors as the fade.
Oh,
yes. I don't like Corey here, man. I'm telling you, Corey
you don't like ball striking Corey at a ball strikers course?
I don't. I don't like Corey Connors here.
I like him. I kind of like him.
He's played here twice, T17 and a T45. Okay, not bad, not bad. But I don't think the form has been particularly great for a guy like Corey Connors, missing two cuts in a row. So I'm going to be off on Corey. You can't play everybody. Connors is out for me.
Oh, I forgot to name my fade. My fade's English. Ball striking's been bad since August. 3 out of 4 missed cuts here last 4 years. I'm out on English. I like this 8K range though. I could see me getting heavy in this 8K. Last week I hated the 8K range. This week I love it.
Maybe Sam should like do the pricing all crazy every week, and then or like do something in the pricing until we figure it out.
It's like me and my betting card article that I know you don't read that every week I put in little
You put
things
in
in there
something,
about
and then
that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
and you
Yeah,
continue to not read it, which is cool.
I like to look at the graphic. I
Oh,
think most people just look at the graphic, but we appreciate your writing skills.
do they just go to the graphic? Is that what happens?
I don't know. We could do a contest, not a
Waste
contest.
all that time? Um, hey, don't forget the YouTube comments. Who you bringing if you win? Give it a thumbs up too. All right, 7K range. This is easy for me. I'll make this quick and dirty. It's Taylor Gooch because you're getting a tremendous value at $7,800. I know he's not played well here before, but he's a
hmm
different Gooch. Everybody sometimes your Gooch gets an upgrade, and
These
you're like,
prices look
man,
right, Sam. By the way, the price looks right on these.
oh, is it right? 70. Yeah, I know for a fact Taylor Gooch is 7,800. But sometimes, you do a little Gooch improvement, and here you get that's what you get. And I think that's what you're going to get this week with Gooch at TPC Scottsdale. He's going to attack this place. He's built for this place. If I didn't tell you his course history and you couldn't look at it, you'd say, yeah, Taylor Gooch is a great fit for this place. Ball striker, like makes a lot of birdies, young guy, going to embrace the whole atmosphere, loves it. 7,800 buying. Luke List, 7,700 sold. And guess what? Uh, unless he like breaks his femur this week, I'm going to be on him next week too because coming off the win at Torrey Pines. He got a week off with the family. Strokes gain home life is good in the List household. Okay, right here in Augusta, Georgia. He takes off, goes to Scottsdale, a place where he's played well before. He continues to play well. He's confident. He's like, you know what? I belong here. I'm going to Jason Kokrak this thing, and the seal is broken, and I'm going to win multiple golf tournaments. Next week's his favorite tournament on the whole PGA Tour rotation. This week, he loves his place. I'm going List at 77, and I'm going Keith Mitchell at 7,500, which is like a Sea Island version of Luke List. So, he's like a bomber, scores a bunch, he'll embrace the atmosphere here, and a guy who I thought would not play well on this West Coast swing. But
Same here.
Keith Mitchell,
He's been pretty good.
he's shown out. T12 last week, T7 at the Sony. I'm digging it. So Keith Mitchell at 75 for me. That will be my last. Now my fade here, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna do this for the record books because people will say, "Oh, DB, if Siwoo Kim's in the field, DB's gonna play him." Well, guess what? I'm not. I'm not gonna play him here at 7,500. I think this place has too much trouble or something. I don't know what's going on because so does Sawgrass, and he won CBC Sawgrass. Well, I think that's what it is. I think with Siwoo, you're either going to get a win here, and he's going to boat race the whole field, like including John Rahm. He's gonna beat John Rahm by 5 shots and win the whole tournament, or he's gonna trunk slam by 5 shots, and he'll be posting on Instagram with his honey, eating a nice meal on Friday night. So I'm out on Siwoo Kim. There we go.
Okay. Well, I'll start with some agreement here. I am a big fan of Keith Mitchell this week. I
Yeah.
thought he was not one that I expected. When you're going into starting your research and you start running through the names, and there's a lot of guys in the 7K range. I thought Keith Mitchell would never pop for me. Actually, I just never think he does on the West Coast, like you mentioned. But he has played well recently. I do think this could be a good week for him that he's had, the last few weeks. I mean, he did miss a cut a couple weeks ago, but like you said, 2 top 15 finishes on this West Coast. So I do like Keith Mitchell there at 7,500. Also like Harold Varner III coming off that victory. He's at 7,800. He won last week, that amazing eagle putt on the final hole, which was just incredible. So close the deal there. Again, the travel narrative, whatever you want to say, I don't really care. I still think this is a great course fit for him. He plays well here. I think he's missed a cut once out of the last 5 years. And so I think HV3 is a good play there at 7,800. Also like KH Lee, guy that played well last year here. Finished what, T2? Something like that.
Yeah.
Was it T2?
Something.
Maybe it wasn't that good. Was it? Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at his recent form. I was like, where is that? Because I know he finished. Yeah, he finished T2 here last year.
Facts.
Definitely has the stats for this course as well. So I like some KH Lee again here this year at 7,300. My fade is going to be Joel Damon. I mean,
Yeah,
coming off of a good week, you may you have the worst memory in the world. Let me just tell y'all, DB, for a guy like younger than me, I'm just that real island mafia. What was that for?
What was that?
What happened?
Sam, did you do that? Is somebody Are the Russians hacking us?
I didn't do that one. I mean, like, I probably did that one, but like I didn't do that one. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sam, what are you doing over there? God dang it!
Are you like 5 minutes behind? So when DB was talking about Keith Mitchell, you threw the Sea Island Mafia thing.
I think I did get it ready at that point, and then it was still there. So when I switched,
I don't even remember talking about Keith Mitchell.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, Joel. Yeah, DB has a terrible memory, but I feel like you would remember this. Didn't Joel talk about, or either Gino, that he doesn't really like this course, even though he lives right there? Like, he lives in the area and whatever else. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's a big fan of the course at all. He's missed a cut with a withdrawal here in the last 3 years also. Like, I don't know what we're going to get out of Joel Damon this week. And I know that, when he runs hot, he does run hot. And he's coming off of a top 10, a good week last week. But unless I hear any different, I think I'm going to fade Joel there at 7.
But I feel like, if you don't know, we've uncovered this. When you win on the when you shit.
Just think for a sec. Just calm down, DB, and think about what you're going to say here. Sometimes when you get into orbit and you get into Planet Tito, it things happen to your brain, and you have to focus harder on what you're going to say. You got I'm experienced at this. You got to just learn from me.
When you earn a paycheck on the PGA Tour, that's what I was trying to say. You get a wire in your account on Wednesday. That's how they pay it out. They don't send you to the bank with a big check. And Joel got him a big old check, and it's gonna hit the account on Wednesday. And he's got family in town. He's probably got friends in town. Now, this could all be wrong. This could all be very erroneous. And we'll probably get some text messages on this one, but this is my guess. He's gonna get a big old fat deposit on Wednesday. He's gonna break off Gino a little piece, and then he's just gonna be like, let's have a week,
Yeah.
He's gonna party.
I'm at home,
so I don't know. Who knows? Who could say? Anyway,
well, I'm fading Gino, or I'm not fading Gino. I'm never fading Gino.
I
will never fade Gino in my entire life, but I can fade Joel. So there you go. All right. Are we at the point where I need to take over the show, or should?
No, I've already given my 7K picks.
Okay, all right. Moving on. You know what?
6K range.
Do you know what?
What?
DB?
Huh?
I forgot about this. Because when you get a little bit older, or maybe you're younger. I don't care, but you're losing your hair. You're losing your other things that happen when you get a little bit older. But I'm gonna help people with their hair. Okay, I don't know how to help people with other things, but you know what? Nutrafol, DB. Nutrafol with your hair, okay? Because when it comes to thinning hair, you no longer have to choose between neutral. All right, I'm not gonna be as good at this one as I was for the betting show.
I knew you couldn't get 2 in a row. I knew it would be 2 in a row.
Damn it! All right.
We're orbiting.
All right, stop. Okay. When it comes to thinning hair, you no longer have to choose between natural remedies and those that work. There's a holistic solution for men that promotes both healthier hair and whole body wellness without drugs or prescriptions. Did you know, DB, that there are 5 root causes of thinning hair? Did you know that? Nutrafol is the hair supplement that goes beyond genetics to target stress, hormones, nutrition, metabolism, and environmental factors that may be impacting your hair. The environment impacts more than just things. They impact your hair.
Okay. What else? Pat, tell me more. Tell me more.
I'll say all kinds of things. Nutrafol is clinically shown to improve hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage without compromise. 21 potent natural ingredients. Potent natural ingredients support sex drive, better sleep, and less stress too. In a clinical study, men showed progressive improvement in hair growth and thickness after 3 and 6 months. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of laughing going on here, but you should not laugh about what Nutrafol can do for you because it actually works. And you know what? It's also trusted and recommended by more than 1,500 top doctors. So here's what you need to do to use some Nutrafol. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code Tour Junkies to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is the best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, you get free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. Here's how it's spelled. Nutrafol.com. Promo code Tour Junkies.
God. Oh. Reading is hard. Reading is hard.
Reading is so difficult sometimes.
Oh, all right. I'm excited because I got some 6K bangers. All right. Right now, if we were a real show, we would have some sort of video graphic come across the screen. We would have a video graphic come across the screen. It'd say 6K bangers. But we don't. We just have this still graphic of all the names in the 6K range, and hopefully they're
look at them all.
Hopefully they're the right price. Anyway, I love a lot of names in here. I don't want to. I didn't talk about a lot of these guys on the betting show because I don't want to do that because that would mean they have to win. But I think there's a lot of upside in here.
Yeah, there's a lot. And if you're going to play some John Rahm at 11-6, you're going to have to dip into this area.
And can I tell you, I'm just going to start out with my favorite one. My favorite one, my lock for this range at 6900. Hudson Swafford. Mm-hmm. Now listen, I'm still riding the high of 250 to 1 Hudson Swafford just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, why does nobody want to give Hudson Swafford any credit?
He is $6,900.
They're going to keep him in the 6K range, coming off of a win a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he won 2 events ago for him. Yeah, he won the American Express 3 weeks ago.
I mean, this is a strong field, but at least give the winner from a couple weeks ago a little more credit.
I'm getting into high-pitched Pat territory right here with the yelling. Okay, he is a total driving machine, accuracy and distance. He's always been that way. And I mean, I just can't imagine. He finished T9 here just a couple years ago. Now, yeah, he missed a cut last year. He missed a cut in 2018. Who cares? He finished T9 in 2020. He has upside here. I'm telling you, he has upside here. He's playing as confident as ever. The win is out of the system, right? Miscut, week off. Get it out of your system, Hudson. Now he's back. He's ready to take care of business. 6,900 is stupid. That's a great price. I love Hudson Swafford. I will play lots of him. If he has a terrible week, then you can just go ahead and take it to the bank that DB's had a terrible week. All right. The next one. I'm going to save one for you since you say I always take your guys. I'll save one for you. One that I didn't mention on the betting show is Patton Kizzire at $6,500. In this range, you're looking at a lot of boomer bust here, people. There's a lot of variance. Keep in mind, it's a little bit shorter field, just slightly, 134, 135 guys. A little bit shorter field, top 65 and ties make the cut. But Patton, who am I talking about? Patton Kizzire is a multiple-time PGA Tour winner. Checks the box off the tee. Checks the box on approach. He's a great putter. I mean, what are we doing with Patton? Why is he all the way down here in Never Never Land? Never gonna play him. Does he have a great record here? No. But I think he has legitimate upside. And then I mentioned JT Poston on the betting show. I like Poston, but I'm gonna give you another one lower than that at $6,200. James Hahn, who, while he's missed the first two cuts that he's had in 2022 at the Amex and the Farmers, he's still in those two cuts. He's gained strokes tee to green, 2.9 strokes tee to green at the Farmers, 2.5 strokes tee to green at the Amex. He's like barely missing the cut, barely missing the mark here. But look at his record at the Waste Management. He's made, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. He's played here 9 times. He's missed 2 cuts. Last year, he finished 10th. The year before that, 25th. 2018, 11th. 2016, 17th. His first time in 2013, 16th. He's a Scottsdale guy. This is an incredibly, talented player. He can go low when he goes low, he goes low. Like he's either going to miss a cut or trunk slam. Then he loves his place, and he's got a great record here, and he's $6,200. Like he's a full send for me. Love James Hahn. There we go. I'm done. I'm not giving you any more picks. Don't pick.
All right. I got a few in here too that I like. I'll start at the top. For me, it's 6,900. Adam Hadwin. I think just like Swafford, he's not getting a whole lot of credit here. The guy is. It's not like he's been in terrible form. I mean, he's been pretty good lately. I mean, you look at his last few events. He has a T25 at the American Express, has a T16 last week at Pebble Beach. He's a fantastic putter, great ball striker. Adam Hadwin, to me, at 6,900 is just a little bit too low for him. And he may be higher owned at that price, but still, I don't care. I like him there. Also, a guy that I feel like is is he hurt? Is he off, like traveling the world somewhere with his hot girlfriend? Because she's pretty cute. But Emiliano Grillo. What happened to Grillo? I know he's played crappy this year, but he has a good history at this course. He obviously checks some boxes. I mean, he always does. Other than putting, he sucks at putting. Okay,
yeah,
that's a given. But if you look at the stats, 22nd off the tee, 31st in ball striking, 17th in opportunities gained. He's 6th in par 5 scoring on par 5s from 550 to 600 yards.
Oh wow, we're going there, huh?
Well, because 3 of the par 5s are in that distance, so that's why I chose that.
There's only 3 par 5s, so
so all 3 par 5s are that distance. So,
cool.
I mean, not bad. So Emiliano Grillo at 6,700, I think, is a good play. Also, Wyndham Clark at 6,600.
That's the one I left for you.
Yes, and I appreciate you leaving.
Everybody,
Wyndham
put your hands in. Wyndham Clark.
This is a Wyndham Clark week.
Wyndham Clark.
Let's go. It's a Wyndham Clark week. Okay. So you got to play him. When I say it's a Wyndham Clark week, it's a Wyndham Clark week. We're going to play him. Here's the only other one that I'm going to mention. Okay. Because I'm going to give.
Can't wait for it.
I'm just. Where is he? Damn it.
Dead air. Hashtag dead air.
All right. Will you talk for a second so I can find this guy? Like, how low is he?
I don't need to talk anymore than I'm talking.
Wyndham Clark, I like. Swafford, by the way, was another one that I was a big fan of. Here's one. Oh, yeah. So this is for my buddy Charlie.
Oh,
my buddy Charlie.
I was wondering if you were going to bring up.
Yeah, this is for my buddy Charlie in the Nut Hut chat.
Oh snap!
Yeah, Matt Wallace at 6,500. I think it's a Matt Wallace week.
Is it?
I think it is.
T35 a couple weeks ago at the Slinkio. I like to call it Slinkio, Dubai Desert Classic.
Now Wallace is. I mean, look, he's pretty lengthy. He's top 40 in the field.
That's a good price. That's a good price.
I think for a guy like Matt Wallace, it's 6,500.
Which I'm not sure what that means, but I do think it's 6,500. I think that's a price.
Yeah,
that is a price.
It's a price. So there you
go. Sweet. There we go. There you have it. Let's get into the final segment of tonight's show. We are the 2-Minute Men. Okay. 2-minute men, PGA. Look at that fancy graphic. God dang. I mean, Sam may have the prices wrong, but look at that. That's beautiful right there, man. Oh, I got to do this. Now, last week's lineup, not great. Actually, Pat, you do it. I don't have the thing. Last week's lineup, what's funny is we nailed the cheap guys, but we did Streelman, Tringali, and Kisner at the top, which was not good. Suboptimal, as some would say. So that wasn't good. That was a bad one. But we got this one. 2 minutes. We're going to build a GPP DraftKings lineup. The goal here is to have some ownership leverage. We're trying to finish in the top like 1% of a DraftKings GPP lineup or GPP contest. Here we go. Producer
All
Sam,
right, so I'm keeping the
the time's right here. I got the
Okay.
lineups now.
Okay.
And Sam's going to keep up with us here. So Sam, hit it. All right, here we go. John Rahm. Should
Let's
we try
start
one?
with John.
Let's start
Let's
with John Rahm.
Let's start.
What about Louis?
No.
Henley?
Let's drop down a little bit in the
Xander.
7K range. No,
Okay.
let's drop down to the 7K range.
Okay.
And
List? Yeah.
okay, we'll go List.
Yeah, you want Mitchell.
And then we'll go Mitchell. I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with that.
Okay. Keegan? Could interest you in any Keegan? What we didn't even talk about Mito. Mito Pereira at 7.
I'm off. Mito, I'm not.
Swafford, 6,900.
Let's go. What did you just say before Mito?
Mito Keegan.
I actually like Keegan this week.
All right, let's do it. 7,200. That leaves us 8K left. 2 guys. So we're basically going all in on John Rahm here.
Yeah. What about the HV? Can I interest you in HV3?
No.
Or Homa?
No.
Or do you go up to like Seamus?
Yeah. Let's do Seamus. He's
right,
going to be chalk.
We'll go up to Seamus.
We might be a little chalky at the moment. 7,600 is what's left. That let's see. Let's go.
Let's leave some cash.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave some cash. I like Knox.
I was gonna say Knox or KH Lee.
You know what? I kind of feeling a little Charles Howell right now too.
Oh no.
But that could be the vodka. That could be the vodka.
Oh no.
Let's go. Who's gonna be lower owned?
Or you could drop down and go Mito at 7. But see, Mito's going to be, I think, really chalky at 7,000.
Yeah, he probably is going to be chalky at 7,000. He scores a lot. What about Wise at 71? How much time do we have?
I could do
3
2
seconds. Which one?
Wise.
Whew, that was close. All right, there it is. John Rahm, Luke List, Keith Mitchell, Keegan Bradley, Seamus Power, Aaron Wise. I love that lineup, actually.
Yeah.
We left $500 on the table. You got all bombers there, all ball strikers there. I like that lineup. Now, you're obviously fading a lot of that 9K and 10K.
Yes.
So you are banking on John Rahm to win, but I don't hate that lineup. So there's your 2-minute men DraftKings GPP lineup. And that's it for us tonight because we need to go. We got to do this DK After Dark show before anything worse happens.
Yeah.
So, listen, the Road to Augusta contest is great. I'm pumped about it. Check out the links in the descriptions below to sign up for that for PrizePicks. We appreciate them partnering with us. And leave a comment in the YouTube comments section who you're bringing to Augusta if you win. Let's do it. Let's have a great week. May your screens be green. See ya. Out.
We're the Tour Junkies. We're the Tour Junkies. PGA Tour fanatics, golf addicts, podcast juice, you gotta have it. Special guest, DFS, DB, and them long shot bets. From Augusta to Sawgrass, we got your picks, we got your stats. Catch a bus, catch a laugh, sip some rosé with Pat. Tour Junkies.